Welcome back to Dreamweaver Energy. It has been a while since I have uploaded a reading, specifically a reading where I was actually showing the cards. So I decided to do a reading tonight, and we'll just see what happens. Before I get into the reading, let me just sort of clear this space a little bit. If I can get to my bill here. All right. Almighty, Divine Creator, Infinite Intelligence, I ask that you protect me with the highest frequency of love. Please protect me from any negative or low vibrational energy. If there is any negative or low vibrational energy that is directed towards me or the viewer, I ask that you transmute that into love and light and return it to sender. I call upon the guidance of my ancestors, also my spirit guides who are walking with me in this lifetime. I also call upon the spirit guides of the listener. I ask that you please guide me and allow me to know what information or what messages are for me. Allow me to have discernment so that I know which messages are for me and which messages are intended for the viewer. Please provide the information that is most beneficial and the highest good of myself and also of those that are viewing today. All right. Okay. So I have not used this deck in a while, so I'm gonna shuffle it really good. How are you all doing? It's been a while since I've been on. January 2021 is when I first began watching tarot online, and I was hooked immediately because they were, telling my story, my life story, what was happening with me in my life at the time. And I went out and started buying my own cards. And so I was just thinking about that as I'm shuffling here, like how this journey, or where this journey has taken me from when I first happened upon a reading up until now. It's just shy of it's about to be 2 years that I will have been in this world, so in the tarot world, of course. And even that, I would probably more say in the world of Oracle, because I don't use tarot as much. But enough about me. Let's find out what information, what does Spirit have for you, viewer? What is it that you need to know? What is of your highest benefit? This is a full moon reading. Today is November 7th, 2022. Taurus full moon. So let's see. It's asking me to spread these cards, actually. Okay. All right, so we've got 3 messages. What is it that you need to release? Is the first message here. Waning moon, meditate and contemplate. And then also, nothing is yet set in stone. Okay, so we've got the waning moon, new moon in Pisces, and a mutable moon. All right. It has been a while. I'm just going to read. I want to read from the book. I think the messages are pretty straightforward. What is it? What do you need to release? Meditate and contemplate. Nothing is yet set in stone, but I'm going to read. I'm going to read. I guess I should like look in the table of contents. That might be easier. All right, so waning moon. What do you need to release? First off, I need to get glasses. All right, what do you need to release? The waning moon points to what is falling away. Life goes in cycles, and sometimes we need downtime or to let go. No matter when in the moon cycle you pull this card, it is a sign that a situation has peaked, for better or for worse, and it's time for you to go easier. It's the autumn and winter of the cycle. So what do you need to release? Almost certainly something from the situation you're asking about. This card can be very positive, but it can still be gently suggesting that you let something go and stop trying so hard. Attuned to the moon, it's safe to let go and to move on. Move forward with as little resistance as possible. This is not the time to start new projects. Releasing emotional baggage is recommended now. Say sorry to someone. Do energetic work such as meditation or yoga, and soon you will see what lies ahead. So you're being asked to let go of something. It's time for you to release something. You've been working on something really hard. Something is on your mind that whatever's coming to mind as I'm reading this, I'm hearing that's what it is for you. Okay? And you've been holding on to that. You've been trying to make something happen. And the message is it's time to let go. Not necessarily that you have to let go of what it is that you desire, what it is you want, but to let go of trying so hard. It's time for you to surrender. It's time to let go, to release I'm hearing your need of control. Utilize some sort of energy work if you can, if you're having a difficult time. Releasing control in the situation. Take some time for yourself to either do yoga, some sort of physical body activity so that you can move energy. Meditation also, I'm hearing. And when I'm hearing meditate, I'm actually getting simply allowing yourself to not attempt to mentally manipulate. So when you are in meditation, or if you sit to meditate and your mind is active, which for most people it is, do not attempt to use that time as like your mental workshop, right? You're being encouraged to quiet your mind as much as possible and not try to force things into play. Again, this meditate and contemplate. Meditate and contemplate could definitely lead you to feel that, you know, as I just spoke about just now, mental manipulation, that is sometimes what happens when we contemplate on a thing. But what I'm hearing here is it's really time for you to meditate, not attempt to push things into play by your actions, but to surrender to a greater plan, surrender to the divine plan. And release the confusion and disappointment is what I'm hearing. I want to read this. Okay, so meditate and contemplate. This card speaks of dreams and romance, soulmates and poetry. It suggests there's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces card can suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. Attune to your feelings to guide your way. Logic won't work right now. Face your fears. They may be holding you back. This situation is being healed, and it is time to surrender to the divine. Avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived. Okay, so here's another card, and it mentioned Pisces because this card is a new moon in Pisces. But again, it mentioned it's time to surrender to the divine, right? So surrendering control, allowing the divine plan to take over. This is, again, it's talking about dreams. So this may be a time where you're having really active dreams. Maybe there is a love interest that's in your life right now. But this is a suggestion that something is new. This is, again, it's the last sign of the zodiac. So, a new beginning is happening. It's asking you to trust, right? It says the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. But if you are connected with that, with the desires of your heart and the words of your soul, you may find yourself in a state of fear, and that's what I'm getting here. And those fears may be holding you back. So the divine is working here, working on your behalf. Your spirit guides are working in order to heal the situation so that you can move past these fears that you have, so that you can bring about the manifestation of your dreams, so that your heart's desires can be realized. So surrender to the divine. This particular sign, it is a water sign. So this is, could definitely, or I should say is definitely connected to your emotions. Again, one of the suggestions is to use your feelings to guide your way. Your logic is not going to benefit you right now. If you are a logical person and you're trying to think rationally about how this is going to unfold and how it will play out, that will not benefit you at this time, because this is being orchestrated by the divine. And so our minds cannot conceive really how the hand of the divine orchestrates things around us, people around us, places around us, things around us, in order for our dreams and desires to be realized. And so that is what I'm really feeling from this card, that you are being encouraged to surrender to that higher power, to the higher orchestrator, to the higher plan for your life, and face those fears. Moving into this space is, you know, not probably, you're moving into the unknown, right? Right here, we're talking about what do you need to release, and this release of control. So when you release control, you're going into a situation that is new to you, because I'm getting that this is something that you have attempted to control outcomes in your life. So surrender to the divine and lean into your feelings. Use your feelings to guide the way. This is a time to listen to your feelings and allow your emotions free reign. Okay? All right, let's get this last message. Nothing is yet set in stone. I mean, immediately what I get from this is, as you're moving into this unknown space, and this is a mutable moon card, which is about change. So you're moving into this space, this unknown space, so nothing is set in stone. Like, there are potentialities around you, but there's nothing yet set in stone. Because again, the divine is orchestrating things on your behalf, and that divine energetic force is able to move things that we cannot. So let me read this. So mutable is all about change, shape-shifting, even that something is still developing. And this card indicates that something is indeed changing and there is room for maneuver. So take it as a sign that the situation you're asking about is far from finalized. If you're not happy with the current state of play, that's marvelous. It means you can still change the course of the outcome. However, there is also a sense that the situation could perhaps be a little unstable. For some, this is great news because you can still influence it. Others will struggle with the uncertainty but should stay with it a little longer. Either way, nothing is set in stone yet. An affirmation is, I know that the best will unfold for me. You are meandering towards a goal. Staying adaptable is the key to success for you now. Make sure that you're not being led astray. It's time to focus if you have become distracted, and stay with it, whatever it means to you. So what I'm getting here is nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of uncertainty here. So you're being asked to release, to let go of control, tap into your to energetics in order to move anything, any stagnant energy around, anything that you were holding on to, your sense of control, to release that. Then you're being asked to meditate and lean into the divine, because the divine is orchestrating things on your behalf. And again, with this third card, with nothing set in stone, it may be a struggle to move into this unknown, right? Because that's where you're headed. You're going into the unknown. You are being encouraged to really release things that you're holding on to for your greatest good. So it may be a little bit of, it may be a struggle. I'm not going to say it may be a little bit of a struggle. It may be a struggle, because this is the first time that you're actually surrendering your will, if you will. You're not actually surrendering, you're surrendering it to the divine. You're surrendering your will to the divine will, so that the will that has been ordered for your life may take place, may be realized. And this may be the first time that you're doing that, and so it's going to be an adjustment. You won't necessarily move into that space easily, but you can. you can move into that space easily when you become aware, when you acknowledge, better said, that you get to influence it as you move into the unknown, this space that you've never been in. That means it is prime for your influence. If you do find yourself struggling with the uncertainty, stay with it. Right? Call upon the divine. Settle into it. Because you still have the ability, in the way that you respond to that uncertainty, you are then influencing that that future time, that future space. All right, the mutable signs, I want to talk about that. The mutable signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. And so you may be one of those signs. It's encouraging you to daydream. Okay. All right, let's see if there are any other messages that want to come out. I'm going to check for... I think I'm going to grab another deck here. All right. Again, let's shuffle. Oops. Let's shuffle these really good. I have not used these cards in a while. I haven't actually been reading... I mean, I've read for myself, but I haven't done any YouTube readings, obviously. I haven't really posted any videos lately. But I'm glad that I am able to be back this evening. I'm hearing it's okay to not be busy. It's okay to let the divine lead you and guide you. And it is okay at this time for you to wait on that acknowledgement or confirmation from the divine. All right, perspective is the message. I'm getting here, I'm getting from this message that there's actually a lot of magic around you, there are so many, what I would call spirits, but there are so many faces in this card, in this image. Down at the bottom with the clouds here. They look like clouds, purple clouds, but there are so many. And I'm really seeing here that there's, within the image, as she's looking at these butterflies, there's so much other magic that's going on around her. So it makes me feel that this message is actually asking you to, similar to like, stop and smell the roses. Like, really pay attention to what's in your environment. Really notice the magic that's in your environment. She's looking at the butterflies, but there's so much. There's like this magical kingdom that's in the background, and there's so many faces. So her environment is very, it's full. There are birds here at the top. More faces that go up into the celestial heavens. So her environment is full of magic. And I'm using the word magic, but you can insert in here that the environment is full of divine manifestations. It's all around her. And it's being utilized in so many different ways, in the form of a bird, in the form of the butterflies that she's looking at, in the form of bubbles above her head, flowers, the stars, the clouds. So perspective is everything, right? We can be in a situation where things are so great for us, but we are paying attention to, or we're focusing our attention and energy on the one thing that is not going well. Or it doesn't have to be that extreme. It doesn't have to be about the one thing that's going well, but we're fixated on one thing, right? She's fixated here on these butterflies. And so if we're fixated on one thing, then we're not able to see all the other things that are in our environment that are that could be there to assist us, but also that are pleasing to us. And so I'm getting here from this message, looking at what do you need to release. What I'm hearing is releasing the need to have one thing fulfill all of your desires, like to pour all of your dreams into this one thing. Like, if this is what I'm fixated on right now, if this doesn't work, or if it doesn't manifest or realize itself in the way that you desire, then you may be disappointed. When in all around your environment, there's so many things that can fulfill other desires of yours. What else do we have? I'm also hearing gratitude. Be gracious, have gratitude for the things that you do have. When you notice something, when you pay attention to something, or simply when you notice something, when you pay attention to something, or when you have a moment to slow down, begin to appreciate more the things that are in your environment. And they can seem really mundane. Like, for instance, she's looking at these butterflies. You may see a butterfly in your experience and think, you may not think anything of it, but this message is saying that there's so many things that are in our environment that can be utilized, or that can be a source of pleasure for us, a source of joy for us, a source of connection as well. Let's see. All right, so we've got assessment, reveal, and possibilities. find it really interesting here. We've got these three ladies here, women here in the card, and it really gives me very much maiden, maiden mother crone energy here. And so the message that I'm getting is this may be for three different people. Yeah, so, okay, so I'm getting for this assessment, I'm really sure, I don't, I'm sorry. I feel drawn to like break it down individually, but they all came out together. So, and again, I'm getting the feel of like this maiden mother crone energy. So I am feeling that this actually is a message for someone who has access to all of these, which all of us do. We all have access to these energies within us. And it really is speaking of the possibilities and the potentialities within us. In this card, it shows like she's looking at in like a chest, and then there's this beautiful it's like birds and fairies. It's all types of animals. There's so many things that are coming out of this chest here, and then showing here at the top. So to me, I'm getting like the possibilities that are still available to someone. That's why I'm saying I'm feeling this message could be for three different people. Although it's showing the various stages of womanhood, but it really, to me, is speaking to the each stage of our lives, and this possibilities is, you know, no, even when you, as a crone or as a older woman, the possibilities that are still available to you. The reveal card is, to me, showing it's like new. There's even like a chicken that just hatched here. This is new, like a revealing of oneself. Right, the playful side, as you can see the children playing down here in the corner, revealing the playful side, a very youthful energy in this card, and also a very soft energy. I'm hearing that this is something that you have been wanting to reveal, but you have not felt safe enough to do so. And the reason that these three cards popped out is because this version of you, this youthful version of you, is being protected by these other two versions. This is a very playful energy. We've got rainbows. We've got kids here in the background. Rabbits. This is a very, I'm also getting very fertile with the greenery, the flowers here. Yeah, so I'm not gonna break down the 3 cards because I am getting that these three did come out together. This reveal, this card here is the energy that you are, that I'm feeling you're moving into, which is a very youthful, playful energy, one that is very fertile. Now that can be fertile with bearing children or fertile with ideas, maybe projects that you are working on. But these 3 are no matter where you are age-wise. Okay, even though we have the Maiden Mother and Crone here, no matter where you are age-wise, what I'm feeling is that this reveal card is where you are. You are revealing yourself. You have gone through an assessment here. You've gone through a change. But you're now in this reveal energy, and there are possibilities as you reveal yourself, as you open up your flower. You can see that there in the center. As you open up your flower, you see the possibilities that are available to you. And it is safe for you to do that now. All right, what other messages can we get for our viewer? Yeah, again, playful energy here. We got the merriment card, and we also got stillness. Now, what I notice here is that both of these cards show children. So again, we are in very playful energy. As a matter of fact, even the first card with the perspective, you know, it's very fanciful. So it definitely brings me to a playful energy. Wizardry. Very playful, but also with the stillness card, okay, that accompanied it. With this stillness card, I'm actually getting you're being drawn out in nature. That's going to actually you going out in nature and connecting with nature, connecting with the earth, connecting with the animals in nature. Not necessarily that you need to do anything, but simply to be, for you to be in nature. It's connecting you to nature. And then as you do that, what you'll begin to see is merriment. Your perspective will begin to change. You will be able to see the magic that's in your environment. You will be able to see the many things that are in your environment right now that the divine is orchestrating for your behalf, for your joy, for your pleasure, for your enjoyment. Oh, it's interesting. This little girl, she actually has a bird that's resting on her hand. So you can see how in tune she is with nature, that a bird is comfortable with her energy, you know, or trust her, feels safe enough to land on her hand. This card really is taking me, is reminding me like to go back into your childlike self, to do the things that you enjoy doing as a young child. This is a very playful energy here. All right, let's see if we can get, we want to pull one more. Let's see if we can pull one more from this deck. Or do we want to try another deck? You know what? Actually, what I'll do is I'm going to pull just from... These are really hard to shuffle. I don't think that there's anything that's going to come out of here. Okay. Well, I think we'll just do... we're at 42 minutes. Okay, tools. All right, so I'm getting that you are being given, you have the tools actually. You're not being given the tools. You have the tools necessary. You may feel like you are not equipped to move along your journey. You may feel like you're not equipped to move forward in your journey, but you do have the tools. You are equipped with the tools. What I'm getting here from this card actually is that you came into this world with the tools. You have the cosmic energy necessary in order for you to move forward on your journey, right? This card is very ethereal. You know, it looks like a butterfly, but the imagery in this is very cosmic, and so that's what I'm getting here. 54 on the card breaking down to a 9. So I'm getting that you have completed a cycle. Yeah, so you have the tools necessary. They are already within you in order for you to move forward. So trust that, again, as we go back to the messages that we got in the beginning of this reading. Surrender to the divine. There is the hand of the divine. The hand of the divine is working, right? Is working on your behalf, but you are being asked to really release control, to surrender, to trust in that divine, understanding that nothing is set in stone, but that is a good thing because you have the ability to influence the energy. You have an ability to influence the outcome, and you influence that outcome by how you show up. And in this reveal card, you're being asked, number one, to evaluate your perspective. and understand that you are being protected here. You are safe to open up your heart and to express yourself, to reveal yourself. You are safe to play, to be in playful energy, and you're being asked to also connect with nature and understand. I feel like once you get out in nature, then you're gonna recognize that you have the tools. You're gonna become more confident in your abilities. You're gonna become more confident in your journey. You're gonna become more confident in surrendering to the divine. You're gonna become more confident in trusting that you don't have to be afraid of the unknown, because the divine is within you, and the divine is always guiding you in multiple ways. But there's never a time that you are left alone, that you are there's no time that you're left alone and that you have to be afraid of what is to come. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. I want to thank you for sharing your energy with me. If this message resonated with you, please drop a comment in the comment section. Also hit that like button and subscribe so that you can get new videos as I upload them. Hit that notification bell so that you will be alerted when I upload new videos. And as always, I appreciate you being here. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.